Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How are you, Scorpio? Thank you so much for clicking here. My psychic friends here. We have these oracles, so we're going to throw those for the overall energy for the week ahead, and then we're going to throw some tarot on it, find out what's going on for you in the week ahead, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome here if you're brand new. I hope you'll stay. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you decide to stay. And if you're coming back, because you're always here, thanks for coming back, Scorpio. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio, in the week ahead. That's how I read, always for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Abundance, wisdom, and love. Very interesting. Pleasure on the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is future energy for me. So we have abundance. So you're heading into a very abundant week. You're going to find out about some sort of love energy. This could be platonic or romantic, but it looks like you are going to come to the wisdom of some sort of love. It could be self-love. It could be romantic love. Tell me what else is coming up here. Let's get more information. Tell me about Scorpio. We've got awaken to your abundance. We've got purpose and wisdom, and we've got revisit love. Uh-oh. All right. Scorpio. So it does look like you are in this energy here of you awakening to your abundance. So what does that mean? It feels like you're noticing that you are in a place. It's like we work so hard, right? I feel like, Scorpio, that you work so hard and you keep your head down and you work really hard, and it's like we're trying to make money. Abundance, 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 right? And it feels like all of a sudden one day you lift your head up and you look around you and you're like, oh, it's already here. And I think the difference between seeing it and not seeing it might be gratitude. So it feels like that you are awakening to everything that you already have. Like everything is already right here. And when you awaken to the abundance and you can see it, you get gratitude for it, and then the universe hands more to you. We do have the middle of the week that says there's a purpose in your wisdom. It feels like this is the wisdom that you're getting here, that there is, it's divine timing. Whenever I see clocks, it's always about time, divine timing, things that are changing in divine timing. I feel like your mind is changing because we have wisdom here. And it feels like we have somebody who is diving into the water, right? This person here is diving into the water, and it feels like maybe you just needed to get into a little bit of silence to hear this. Maybe you will need to get into a little bit of silence to understand that your purpose is to come to wisdoms. That's really that's the purpose for all of us, by the way, is we're here to learn lessons. The purpose of being here is to get some wisdom and get as many memories and information, as much information as you can get before you have to leave. So we have revisiting love. You know what that says? Feels like somebody's coming back round, or maybe you're thinking about somebody. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio with the tarot. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private read, I'm doing live readings, and I'm also doing pre-recorded readings. So please check out the link in Hipsy, which is below this video. The first comment has all the information that you need. A link over at Hipsy if you'd like to go take a look at my pricing. Right now, there's a 75% off deal if you'd like to try live readings. All right, let's find out what's going on for Scorpio. All right, the Nine of Cups in reverse it is. So it does feel like it's possibly a little bit of delusion, like a delusionment. I mean, it feels like you keep working, and you're sort of in a little bit of delusionment about not having it's like everybody has not having as much as you want right now. And so everybody has themselves on a schedule, right? And when we don't meet the markers, or we don't meet the scheduled markers, I feel like sometimes we get a little bit down on ourselves. And so I want to say for you, it feels like you're in a little bit of delusionment. Like you're like, I should be further along by now. My wish fulfillment should be here by now. But I feel like you are going to be awakening to your abundance. I feel like you have a lot more than you think you do. The Nine of Cups in the reverse is like, oh, I thought it was going to work out better than that. I thought it was going to be here by now. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. I like this. You figure out your purpose and your wisdom here at the same time. We do have love. I really do believe someone is about to take action to revisit some sort of love thing here. It could be you, it could be somebody else, but we'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at the Nine of Cups in the reverse for Scorpio. Tell me about the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Something is not coming into alignment in the allotted time. It feels like you feel like it's not here, but I think your abundance is here. You just can't see it, because scarcity is actually having enough, but feeling like you don't. So it feels like there is a little bit of scarcity going on here. We do have, you have way more than enough. King of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So it feels like there is a little bit of education that's required here, or we really have to look at it, observe it, and then come to a realization of it. The Knight of Swords is moving quickly. And so I feel like you will quickly come to a realization that you're already in the midst of your abundance. It's like maybe your head was down and you were working too much, and it feels like you just need to look up. I'm going to say look up, and you will see that things are about to come into alignment or already are in alignment. The King of Pentacles is here. So it tells me that you have enough. You have more than enough. I feel like the King of Pentacles is here when we have stability, financial stability, stability in the pentacle world. We have a lot of material possessions, and sometimes that can be the problem. A lot of material possessions we can take for granted. Oh, but I should have more. I know I have the car, but I should also have a house. I know I have the house, but I should also have the Lamborghini. Like, it feels like you are creating scarcity. I'm going to say it's time for you to stop doing that. It's time for you to awaken to your abundance. And it's like an acceptance of the present moment of where you are right now. And it's partly because of gratitude. So I feel like you have to have, and the King of Pentacles has a lot of gratitude. So I feel like it's gratitude that needs to be shifted here. And I think that a shift is coming because the Knight of Swords is here. I think like a really quick shift is coming, and that you will awaken, you will see your abundance. And once you finally see it, appreciate it, observe it, I'm going to say that you realize that the place you've always been trying to get to is the place where you are right now. If that makes any sense. Tell you about the Wheel of Fortune. Something's about to change here because I feel like you're about to find your purpose. I think that your purpose here is wisdom. I think that you have wisdom to impart on others. And I think that that wisdom has to do with being I'm looking at this person who's diving into the water, right? It's a mermaid, right? And diving into the water. And as a child diving into the water, I loved to do it. I wished I could hold my breath a little longer because it was so silent when I went under the water. So it feels like your wisdom, what is changing about you is I feel like you are going to regularly get into a place of silence a little bit more. And that's where you are going to find all of your wisdom. So when our minds are quiet or when our minds are still, that's the place where things begin to change because we are silence and we realize our purpose. Look, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We also have a clock. To me, clocks are divine timing. I feel like something is coming to you in the week ahead where you are waking up to your purpose here, and that your purpose here is to impart wisdom on others to help them change as well. I feel like your wisdom is expanding, your purpose is expanding, and it feels like there is a lot of abundance here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're a teacher. You're the subject matter expert. You've got all of the information, and it's time for you to impart that information on others. We've got the Queen of Wands here. And we've got the Fool. So it does feel like this Queen of Wands energy is independent, is fiery, is somebody who makes big, bold moves. I feel like you are entering a season in your life, Scorpio, where the Fool is coming into play. So the Fool is card number 0. It's the beginning of everything. It's taking a leap of faith. I feel like you're taking an educated leap of faith. Card 0 is that it is currently nothing, but it has the potential of being everything. I feel like we're talking about your wisdom. I feel like you are going to start making big, bold moves either in the workplace or you're going to start working on making bold moves. And I feel like it's to teach other people about wisdom. I feel like that's your purpose, that you are a spiritual teacher of sorts, is what it feels like. This is going to move your life forward in a very fortunate way. It feels like also, I feel like you are, once you recognize your abundance and you awaken to your abundance, the Wheel of Fortune is here with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this becomes your work. It feels like it becomes your life's work that you get paid for. This becomes something that you maybe do online. Maybe you end up with an online presence. This person is working on their computer on Pentacles, right? I feel like this is because you've put a lot of work into yourself, that you've put a lot of self-mastery. It feels like your self-mastery is because I feel like you've gone through a lot of hardship in your life. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is sitting on the throne in spite of everything she's been through. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but we're not looking at body parts here, right? I'm talking about feminine and masculine energies. So it does feel like this is the beginning of a stage of your life where you are going to impart wisdom on other people, and it feels like it becomes your life's work. That becomes your purpose. I feel like this is something that you are awakening to in the week ahead. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Let's talk about it. Look, we have to talk about it. It's right here. It feels like somebody's been waiting to possibly revisit this. This could be you, this could be somebody else, but we do have the Two of Wands, and it is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. We do have the Eight of Swords. So if there's been a delay, it feels like if there's been a delay in somebody showing up, somebody that you feel like is about to come back round again, I feel like this person has been observing you from a distance, right? We do have the Page of Swords here, and reframing things. It feels like somebody is quite immersed in looking at your pictures, looking at your social media, if you have a social media presence, of course. It feels like this person, if it's not social media, maybe they're asking friends about you. It feels like somebody here is sort of on the verge of stepping away from the Two of Wands and taking some action on something here, making a decision to get out of their head. Who's that? I just heard a song. Hang on a second. It was silly. It's from so long ago. It was Billy Ocean. He said, "Get out of my dreams and into my car." That's a really old song. Look, it feels like it is someone that you're emotionally detached from here. Someone that you may have walked away from, or maybe they walked away from you. I think it's you that did the walking away, because the Eight of Cups is here. It's water energy. It feels like somebody here wants to approach you or revisit some sort of love or relationship. Look, it could be a relationship you're in already, Scorpio. It could be that somebody wants to revisit something as it pertains to love. Somebody who's been in their head or been a little bit stubborn, possibly not wanting to get out of their head. Because the Eight of Swords is a place where you put yourself, right? It's not like somebody shoved you in there. It's like this person they feel like their hands are tied, and it might be that they're not really good at expressing emotional things. We do have the Six of Cups. I think that you two know each other. It feels like you've known each other for a very long time, or you feel like this person is your soulmate. It feels like what's coming up in the future is a very exciting path where there was this energy of tension, or not, this thing isn't moving forward. Why isn't it moving forward? I feel like things are going to begin to move forward. It feels like your home life becomes a lot happier in the future. We've got Four Wands here, and we've got the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands is here as well. So it does feel like you are looking at soulmate energy. So the Six of Cups is telling me again, somebody's coming back round. And it could be a relationship you're in, or it could be somebody you haven't seen in a while. Somebody is going to step away from the Eight of Swords, take some action, and reconnect with their feelings or reconnect with you. So maybe you've been feeling distant with somebody, possibly. Scorpio, I have been extending these readings and putting them in my membership area. So if you're interested at all in an extension, then this reading, that's where this will end up, this extension. So if you're interested in that, please look in the pinned comment below this video. There is a link to join the membership area if you're interested in doing that. There are other things over there. It's not just extensions, but you'll have access to all my extensions. We're going to look at what we're going to talk about in the extended energy here. Let's find out what we're doing here. We've got the Page of Wands. So action is being taken here. Where there was no action being taken before, it feels like somebody is ready to take some type of leap of faith. Maybe we were quiet or distant, or somebody had the other one on the outside looking in. It feels like something is about to change here. So if you've been distant or disconnected from somebody, it feels like in the Pentacle world, if they've left you out in the cold or you've left them out in the cold, it feels like this Ace of Swords in the reverse tells me we haven't really been speaking. And it's making somebody nervous to move forward, move ahead, say something, revisit this love thing. Or maybe someone's going to ask you, look, are you still in love with me or not? Like it feels like that kind of energy. Tell me about this Fool energy here, because it does feel like this Fool and the Six of Cups energy might be playing off each other here. It is somebody who has a lot of deep feelings for you here. It feels like this person has a lot of deep feelings for you, but it also feels like this person's not giving you any attention. We're not really talking. This person's really worried that maybe I've been too stoic. Maybe I've not really given them my energy. Maybe they don't really know what's going on with me because I won't give them anything on the surface. Your energy is the King of Cups. It could be you, Scorpio, that somebody is like, they don't know if they should approach you. They're worried about approaching you because you're not really giving them anything on the surface. It does feel like a little wisdom is needed here. Something is about to change, and I feel like the reason that you're stoic on the surface is probably because you've been through a lot. I feel like you're ready to take a leap of faith to change something here, and it feels like you're really willing to put the work into it. So if you've not been speaking with somebody for a while, it feels like there's no clarity on something. It feels like somebody is about to take a step toward you to see if you still are interested, I think, in being, in moving forward in some sort of relationship here. So we will go to the extended. We will talk about that a little bit more. It feels like there is some excitement or a communication, or we are getting on another path, moving forward, taking a leap of faith, right? Taking a leap of faith, or maybe a little bit of a risk, it feels like here. And it feels like we go from this place of being disconnected to maybe reconnecting with the Queen of Wands and the Fool with the Wheel of Fortune, that there'll be a reconnection of sorts here. I'm going to go into the extended. If you'd like to be there, please take a look at the pinned comment. I'll see you there. And if I don't see you there, that's okay, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. You guys take care. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.